Let's see. Do we want to try to do a contract? And by contract, I mean, do we want to try to do a arena contract? Possibly the light version. Because I'm thinking we could put Erst in the Disco Inferno at 35 tons and wreck shop. That's the hope, anyway. But yeah, let's have a look at the Hunchback. See if we can do a little swap out. So first and foremost, we need to put a bigger engine in this thing. That's a given. So what's the biggest engine we got? A 280? Sold. Put the 280 in it. That's 60 tons. Alright. And yes, I am aware we could put a lighter engine in it, but you know what? That's not how we do things in this place, alright? So let's ditch the AC-20. We'll ditch the ammo for it. Stick our Ultra AC-10 in instead, and then see what the delta is. Ultra AC-10. Go grab some ammo. How much do we get for one thing of ammo? 10 ammo per? Except it's gonna fire 2 ammo per shot unless we turn it down. Nah, I think we put in two bins of ammo for maximum DACA. So we're about 9.5 tons over. We can balance that out with Pharaoh and an XL engine. Unfortunately, we don't have any regular XLs. We've only got the Clan XLs, which is going to be super expensive. So maybe we do have to turn the engine down a little bit. Because I would love to do an XL engine in this thing, and I think we're going to have to make it work the way that we're trying to make it work. But again, that Clan XL engine, I mean, you see, we do that, and it immediately adds like 800,000, 900,000 to the cost. Clan XL engines are super expensive. Let's see, what else can we do to reduce the weight? I mean, let's see what's the biggest engine that we can put in this thing. And honestly, if we're gonna use an AC-10, let's ditch the medium lasers. Oh, you know what? You know what? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Give me the medium cannon. Actually, what am I doing? Put the ammo in the feet where it belongs. Put some heat sinks in the hands. We'll ditch the small laser as well. So, AC ammo in the feet. Now, go to ammo. We're gonna go grab medium rifle ammo. We got a bunch of that. So we got 9 ammo per, and we got 10 ammo per. So we put in another thing of rifle ammo. We go to equipment. We grab the cannon ammo feed. Alright, there you go. Lag? Uh-oh. Lag me? Lag stream? Chat? Am I lagging? I'm showing it's good. I got decent bitrate. I'm not showing any interruption. It is Friday. Maybe Twitch is taking a shit. But here's what I'm thinking. Ah, there we go. But here's what I'm thinking. We go with the Ultra AC-10. We go with the medium cannon with the reloader. So we basically got the Ultra AC-10 for the rapid fire. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, let me see. Make sure it's not me, for starters. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, as best I can tell, it's not on my end. Again, everything I'm showing is working well. Huh. Hold on just a second. Let me double check my router and make sure it's not disconnecting on me, because that happens sometimes. Now it looks like it's fine on my end, so yeah, I think it's probably just Twitch, because it's Friday and everybody's streaming and they're probably getting hit with a lot of traffic. You know how it goes. Yeah, clearly. I mean, if I could share the water, which as we all know is the best flavor of G Fuel, if we could share the water with Twitch, I absolutely would. Would probably cool it down a little bit too. Anyway. So here's what I'm thinking. Now, if I remember right, hold on a second. We say it's attachment, auto cannon, use 20 use damage, trying to get the face. Yeah, now. So this is what I was thinking, and I don't know how we can make this work without an XL engine. Honestly, I don't think we can. But this was the original plan for the Hunchback Heresy. The original plan was to put the double medium cannons. Well, you missed yourself getting some kills, Urs, but that's about it. That's nothing unusual. But yeah, I think rather than go full Heresy, I think we'll just go with the original plan, swap out the AC-20 on this thing for an Ultra AC-10, just to give it a little bit more versatility and range for now. And I think that'll do for the time being. Let me see, where is the Ultra AC-10 ammo? There it is. Stick that here and here. And if we do drop the lasers, how much more tonnage does that give us? Okay. Okay. Because I do want to try and put a bigger engine in here, because if there's one thing that's really hurting this Hunchback, it's the inability to get to the enemy. So we could slap some Pharaoh in there. Which we're not super armored up, so it's not going to be a huge advantage for us, but... Let's see. 220? Man. There's a huge difference between the 220 and the 240. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we go 220. Nope, I said 220. Okay, hold on. There we go. BattleTech was freaking out for a second there. So we'll go with the 220, and I guess we can stick the mediums back in here. For now. It's not perfect. It's not exactly where we want to be, but... Again, the AC-10, the Ultra AC-10 will give this thing a little more punch and a little more range. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I probably should have looked at it. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We don't worry about heat in this company. Alright, now, time to go look at the contracts. See if we can take a light mech contract and give Erst his moment in the sun. So we got solo light mech duel. This ticket permits the holder to enter into a solo duel in the light mech category. Nah, no Hatchet Man yet. So here's my question. Because I've never done this before in BTA, I have not done any Solaris 7 stuff. If we buy this contract and it generates the mission, like, is it just... So, are we gonna run into a situation like we did the last time we did a duel where they might cheat and get a higher tonnage? Because in a solo duel, it'll be a lot harder to make up for that if they do. Like, is the computer forced to play by the rules as well? And, more importantly, if we spend 550k on the contract and then we win, how much do we win? It's multi-mission. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna do it and see what happens. I ain't gonna learn how it works until I do it. Okay, so 1.1693 million C-bills if we win. Solo duel, light mech. So no tonnage limit other than it just has to be a light mech. Well, Erst. We're betting 500,000 C-bills on you, buddy. How confident are you feeling? Well, first of all, let's save this layout for our lands. Because this is our typical lands composition. And then we're going to have to... Is there a button that I can hit to just remove everything? I guess not. I have to just remove everything the hard way. And we'll get rid of the battle armor. And we'll get in here. And now we're going to take the Disco Inferno. And we're going to take our man Erst. Put him in a pilot seat. And, yeah. So everybody get your tickets. Get your seats. We're gonna see how good our man's does. He's a 4 skull. 4 skull. But if we were ever gonna prove the superiority of the heresy that is the Disco Inferno, it's gotta be now. Now is our time, to quote the Goonies. Or really, it's gonna be Erst's time. Because either he's going to make us 500,000 C-bills, or he's going to lose us 500,000 C-bills. And just for the record, Erst, if you lose, you better hope you die, because otherwise that 500,000 is coming out of your pay. So just FYI. Ah, yes, the sage wisdom from Darius. These gladiators are wild folks, so prepare for anything. You don't say. You don't say. Why is it taking so long? Good lord. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Is this an urban map? Is that why it's taking so long to load? BattleTech, are you okay? Ah, yep, that's what it is then. Oof. I guess it's a good thing it's only a solo duel then, because my computer does not like the urban maps at all. Holy, this is modded. This is the base package for BattleTech Advanced 3062. As a matter of fact, for those of you that do not remember, we do have a command for that. It is exclamation BTA.
Command interface initiated.
And here we go. Make it a good show, Darius says. And of course, it's a fog. It's a fog map. There you go. With the link. And remember, chat, you should be able to use that command as well. So when we get folks that show up and don't know what we're doing, feel free to use the BTA command. Alright. So it looks like, oh, nice. We got some water right here in the middle. Well, I don't know what we're going to be up against, but guys, I just thought of something. We have jump jets. And it's an urban map. We got free high ground everywhere. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be very good. Yeah, we can hydrate too. We got some water right in the middle. Man, this is going to be an interesting engagement. So let's see. Is this looks like he's got some elevation on us. Is that the case? Or am I reading the map wrong? Now, he does have a little elevation on us. Okay, that's alright. So what we'll do instead is I'm going to jump up here. And we will wait. Alright, here we go. What are we up against? What is that, is that a Valkyrie? Maybe, yeah, you're right. It could be a Mantis, too. Alright, alright. Then we'll just jump to the next building over. Come and get some, girlfriend. Yep, it's a Mantis. Alright. Well, we know Solaris is a little bit odd when it comes to the way they build things, so...
good.
Let's see what we're up against. Ah! Another laser boat. What else you got? Claw, multiple hits. Claw, base stab damage. Okay, so it's a laser boat with claws. And brawler buffs. Alright, alright. I see you. I see you. Well, that might make things a little complicated for a man's once he gets into close combat. But does it have jump jets? Because if it doesn't have jump jets... Melee's at 30? Where are you guys seeing that the melee is at 30? Is that the damage? Oh, right there. Brrrr! I knew that. So 30 there, let's see. What's ours bringing to the table? What? Okay. Again, game does not like urban maps.
Orders?
And your melee is at, well, could be as high as 35. Let's see, if we jump down right here, that gives us an elevation bonus. But we did jump, so we gotta deal with the evasion. Screw it, they're lasers. And we got good hits anyway. Outstanding.
Hell yes.
Outstanding. So yeah, I don't think this Mantis actually has jump jets. So it can't get to us. We could absolutely cheese this.
Ready for orders.
I don't think we want to do that though. Let's see, we can move here
I'm going.
and give them the business. As a matter of fact, we'll even go precision strike. Increase that accuracy. Suck pulse lasers, nerd. Because he brought the ERs. So, with the ER lasers, he's going to be hitting more per shot. But with the pulse lasers, we're going to get more shots.
I'm here.
It's good. It's good. Because in a melee like this, range doesn't matter. Where you going? Where are you going?
Reporting
Why are you running away?
damage. Alright. Hit him hard now.
Can we DFA from this range? I think we probably can. We can. Chat, did we do it? Did we get Erst on top of the building and then DFA? Because I am 100% in favor of this idea. But that's because this is the cult of bad tactical decisions. And Erst is clearly ready to die. Don't listen to your brain, Rex. Don't listen to your brain. Alright, so we will jump up here.
Jumping.
That will give us a little bit of an obstructed shot, but we still got a shot. So we'll take the shot.
All weapons are go.
And as long as they're in range next turn, we are going to DFA from the highest point we can reach. Because this is just about the highest building in the area. So here we go. And as you can clearly see, where this Mantis is, this is the highest building.
Ready for orders.
So we're doing it. Exactly. We gotta put on a good show. I will put you on the side, though, just because. Here we go.
Affirmative.
Giving him the people's elbow.
Oh, hell yes.
Now, the disadvantage here is that you have now put yourself, in melee range of a dedicated melee mech. Oh. Uh-oh. Yep. There it is. There it is. And that's the price of the people's elbow. That is the price you pay.
Failed.
Did we win? No. Was it a good show? Absolutely. We'll have to see what kind of damage we did. Hopefully it's nothing irreplaceable. So, once again, Darius is unhappy. Once again, understand. Erst, you basically are working in indentured servitude for probably the rest of your natural life. Because you make roughly 40 or so thousand a month, and you are now 550,000 in the hole to the company. So, I hope you enjoy whatever the BattleTech equivalent of ramen noodles is, because that's all you're going to be eating for the next decade or so. Yeah, somehow Earth managed to get out of that completely unscratched. I don't know how the hell that happened. Oh, thank you, Yang. You don't say. You mean to tell me that the mech that jumped on top of another mech from about 50 stories and then took a hit in the side torso to the engine needs some repairs? You don't say. Alright, let's see how bad it is. Because we lost some of the weapons, and that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's the entire... Yep, and the XL engine, and the 280? Oh. Oh, very bad indeed. Holy crap. That's like worst case scenario. We lost a bunch of weapon systems, and the XL engine, and the engine core itself. I was gonna say, I think the disco might be closed for a little while. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Let's see what we got, because we know we have another 280 engine. So, you know, at least we got the replacement for that. That's a plus. Unfortunately, we also lost the lower kung fu actuator as well. But you know what? That's what this is all about. We're not here to make the right decisions. We're here to make the fun decisions. And that was fun. Regardless of whether or not we win, we still had a good time, and that's what matters. We'll put the jump jets back in. I'm pretty sure we don't have any more binary lasers to replace the one that we lost. I'm looking in the wrong category. Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? We don't have a binary laser, but we have an improved binary laser. Oh yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I knew the second we did that DFA, I was like, this is probably us losing, but fuck that shit. That was funny as hell. I regret nothing, and you shouldn't either. Let's see. What did we put on the other? So we have the binary laser. And then what? We just had small pulse laser? Oh, that's right. So we could do this. We could do this. And we could do this. And I don't know, we can't do that. We have to keep it. Damn it. I thought we had another small pulse laser. Okay. So we've effectively rebuilt this minus the XL engine. But we have an XL engine. The only problem is, it's a clan XL engine. Are we really about to spend 650k after losing 500k on the match? Are we really about to spend another 635 to put this thing back together? Let's see. This is Solaris. They may have a regular Inner Sphere XL engine in the store. So let's go check that first. If they've got one in the store, we'll see what we can do. We want equipment. Do we have... Okay, so we do have an XL engine. Unfortunately, it's going to cost us 500k. So either way, we're going to be out a lot of money to repair the Disco Inferno. Yeah, I mean, we could get an XL engine by fighting people as well, but we're going to be out the Disco Inferno in the process. I mean, maybe that can be the punishment for Erst, is he's got to sit on the sidelines while we build up the funds and the equipment to rebuild the Disco Inferno. Because it's an effective piece of hardware. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Right, that'll be the punishment. We'll put him in the Scorpion, except the Scorpion's already been sold. Yeah, the Clan XLs are better, for sure. The only problem that I have is it's a fire starter. It's a 35-ton mech. And it's like, do we really want to spend $500K to put a Clan XL engine into a fire starter? Just to run the risk that it does get blown up? Because that seems like a waste. And don't get me wrong, we're not making all the smart decisions here. But I'd rather save the Clan XL engine for something better, I guess. Not better, but something with a little more punch. But I just feel like this is the moment where we have to punish Erst. But that I don't think we have a mech that we can replace the Disco Inferno with in our lineup right now. You see what we've got in storage. We got another Hunchback. We could do that. We got the Whitworth. And we got another Panther. We got... Well, I mean, we got options. We got options. I don't know. I'm thinking. Because again, the Disco Inferno is an exceptionally effective piece of hardware. Like, I am surprised at how effective it is, even at this level. Like, whenever we run into those... Whenever we run into, like, those... Sorry, I got the hiccups again. Whenever we run into those swarms of light mechs, the Disco Inferno is really, really good about burning those down. Do we go with another Panther? Because Panthers are pretty slow, but they're long range. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go with the punishment. That's what we're gonna do.
We'll have it warmed up ASAP.
We're gonna go with the punishment. Erst is gonna have to pay for his hubris. And we will get another Panther fitted up to replace it in the meantime. So we will just drag that thing off of here. We need to reorganize a little bit anyway, so I'm gonna move this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, that guy there. There we go. Now, again, this is the ballistic version of the Panther, so we do have some different options. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, General Quarters. It was only a matter of time before the Disco Inferno got really screwed up. And better that we did it in a Solaris 7 arena fight than, you know, somewhere else. I don't think we have a wreck, unfortunately. We do have some other options. We have a light AC-2. We've got some mortars. We could try to turn it into an artillery platform. We got heavy rifle, but I don't think we have heavy rifle ammo. Oh, no, we do. I mean, heavy rifle isn't quite as good as an AC-20. But it's also not bad. Oh, no, Erst. You're sitting this one out. Somebody else is going to be piloting this Panther. You have to sit in the corner and think about what you've done. But in the meantime, maybe a couple AC-2s? Just turn it into like a full-blown sniper? Because AC-2s don't do that much damage, but they got a hella long range. Maybe AC-5s instead? So if you put in an AC-5, that's 8 tons. I mean, we could do that, Graveline. Just remember, you're in a scout vehicle currently. But I'm not against moving you over. So let's see. Heavy rifle does 60 damage at a maximum range of 720 meters. That is impressive. The AC-10, which is its equivalent, has... well, it has less heat, but it has less range as well. The rifle also has more recoil. I wouldn't mind you know what? Hold on. There might be a rack in a store. Hold on. This is Solaris. Again, we have options. So let's hit the store. If we've got a rack and some ammo in the store, I'm not against the idea. No rack. LBX5, though. That's nothing to sneeze at. And then again, heavy Gauss. Or a high velocity? I forget. What is the advantage of the hypervelocity? Just more range? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we necessarily need range. So maybe we give it the LBX5. Do we have ammo for it? Is there ammo in the shop for an LBX5? No, of course not. There's LBX10 and LBX2, but no 5. Alright, do we have any in our inventory? No. Damn it. Alright, so that's off the table. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I need to be looking at buying, not selling. Yeah, other than, I mean, the LBX5 is the only thing that's really speaking to me here, but we don't have ammo for it, so that's, We could do heavy gauze. The only problem is it's 1.3 mil, and we don't have a whole lot of money. So I would, but I'm not gonna put us in the poorhouse. Was there rack ammo? There is, in fact, rack ammo, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. It's not very expensive, so I say we buy both bins of the rack ammo. And then if we do find ourselves a rack 5 at some point down the road, we've got the ammo for it. But let's do some mech bay here, and let's see what we can do with the equipment we have. So first off, one thing that we know we want to do, because we do this with our Panthers, is we want the MML. Unfortunately, I don't have an MML 5, we've only got the 3. So maybe instead, we just throw in an LRM 5 and skip the short range. I do prefer to have the short range ammo, but... I mean, I guess we could do both launchers. Poop. Yeah, it was. It was a light AC. We already have one. But I was thinking of putting in, an AC-5 in this thing. Or a medium rifle, which is effectively the equivalent. Or we could just be really dumb, put an AC-20 in it. I mean, again, I'm not against committing heresy here. We can do all kinds of dumb shit with this Panther. So what does this puppy normally run? Normally it's running a 140 engine, so let's say we put a 200 in it. That'll make it a little faster. Now, if we go into the weapons, go to the ballistics, can we put an AC-20? No, we can't. Alright. What about... I mean, we could do the medium cannon. We could be really stupid and do the medium cannon. Which is basically just a one-time shotgun. Just give it the one... Oh, wait. Even though we were saving this equipment for the Hunchback, we could put the cannon ammo feed in it. Give it reloads. It's not an OBX, but it's damn close. Hold on a second. We might be onto something. Alright, let's see. Internals. If we go Pharaoh, because I don't want to use the XL. Well, hold on. If we put the XL in it, yeah, it's going to be 450k. So I'm going to do the XL. We'll do the lower arm actuators. See what else we get. See what else we got. The hand here. Well, don't be fooled by the medium cannon, because normally it does 240 damage. But it does 240 damage in a single shot, whereas this does about half the damage, but you'll be able to reload with ammunition. So if we go here, and we do medium rifle ammo, and let's just say we put it in the torso. Put 2 bends of rifle ammo in the torso. That gives us 2 tons to play with. We're also going to have to add some heat sinks. So, heat sink. Well, let's not do that. Let's put them... Well, what the hell am I doing? I'm over here putting ammo in the torso. I should be putting ammo in the feet. And then I'm putting heat sinks in the feet when I should be putting them in the torso. Gravel Iron, normally it does not. Normally, the rifle ammo does not work in a cannon, but when you use the cannon ammo feed, it allows you to reload the cannon. And so effectively turning it into a reloadable shotgun. Hi, Rex, no worries again. Always glad to see you in chat. So we got 2 tons to play with. And we could potentially stick some SRMs in there. We do SRM 4. And we've already got the Pharaoh. So how do we reduce the weight? That's the question. Because we're going to need the bigger engine to get into combat. Yeah, we could drop... Well, we can drop these heat sinks because this engine requires 10, and these 2 don't actually weigh anything. Like, if I take them off, it doesn't change the weight. That's just a side effect of the engine that we're using. Which, I mean, maybe that's a sign that we need to bring the engine down a little bit. So if we go with a 180... Because again, normally this thing is running a 140, so we're still running quite a bit in excess of what this would typically be using. So then we drop 1 heatsink. Oh no, we need to add more, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was misreading the tooltip. So we add the heat sinks to get us where we need to be. And ammo, weapon. Well, first of all, let's max the armor. What are we looking at here? So at max armor, we're at 37, and that's with Pharaoh. I mean, maybe we do turn into a sniper. But it doesn't make a very good scout if we do that. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I've got an idea. Maybe we're focusing in the wrong direction. So we're trying to focus on the ballistic hard points. But maybe instead of ballistic hard points, we focus on the missile hard points. Because ballistics are just heavy by nature. There's nothing you can do about that. So instead, we focus on the missiles to give us the maximum damage that we can get in close range. I would love to see that too. But if we're going to use this Panther as a scout, then it makes sense that the damage is not as important as mobility. So do we not have... Oh no, that's right, we only had one Guardian system and we already installed it in something. I forget what. Shit. Oh, I could put the probe in instead. Stick in a Beagle probe. See what we got for ammo here. We got Streak SRM ammo, but we could use... Well, we can't do the Artiv because we don't have enough room in the torso for it. Poop. And we don't have any Streak launchers either. So maybe we reduce it down, put in an SRM-4 instead. That still gives us a 10 missile volley. Then we put in an Artemis. Why don't you like that? Is it because there's 2 launchers? I'm confused. Oh, the probe will increase sensor range. And again, if the objective here is to turn this into a scout mech, then the probe just increases the sensors. Unfortunately, because everything is in the center torso, the only way that we can add an Artemis for both launchers is if we made them both SRM-4s. So I think, again, to maximize damage, because we're going to be using these at close range anyway, so we do that. And then we'll just throw in some regular ammo in the feet. So that's 12. That gives us a little bit less than 10 rounds of ammunition. A Beyblade, a melee Irby. I mean, if there was a spin to win attack animation, I would absolutely do that. I wouldn't even think twice about it. So I think we do that, and then let's see. If we go with the LAC, because it's a light autocannon, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but it's only 4 tons. So then, internals, we stick the Pharaoh in here. That's not going to give us much to play with. Yikes. Yeah, doubling up on the missiles is tough. It eats up a lot of tonnage. Like, I do want to turn this into a scout, I just don't think we've got the right equipment to do it. Yeah, I mean, we could ignore the ballistic slot. That's also a possibility. Just ignore the ballistic entirely, because it is heavy. It's super heavy. All ballistics are heavy, no matter what you do. Maybe let's see, what do we got? We got vehicle flamer, machine guns. We could throw in a tag. Again, as a scout, a tag wouldn't be a bad idea. So just go all SRMs, all scout. Try to up armor it a bit, as much as we can anyway. Yeah, that gives us just enough tonnage to max out the armor. Oh, because everybody loves the trash can. It's not a trash can't, it's a trash can. Jump jets. Jump jets. Yes. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Jump jets, and we'll strip the armor to do that. Armor. Equipment is what I'm looking for. Jump jets. Give me the jump jets. And just stick them in the torso for the hell of it. We can do 5 jump jets and the symmetry. The symmetry, it infuriates me. Can we lose 2 tons of armor, though? That's the thing. I don't want to strip all the armor, and the reason that I don't want to strip all the armor is because if you do and the part gets blown up, then your people get injured. So I think we drop 1 jump jet, and we'll keep the armor as heavy as we can, but we're going to have to bring it down a little bit. It's not ideal. But that's what I'm thinking. Oh, really? Okay. Well, shit if that's the case. Alright, Typhoon. Good to see you. Good luck with the video. Obviously, I do some video editing myself for the VOD, so I'm right there with you. Can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Welcome back, Mara. Yeah, we need the heat sinks back, but they're not gonna weigh anything, so we can stick those anywhere. I mean, we could drop a little bit more armor. I can just imagine this thing, like, having the armor ripped off of it every single time we go into combat, because fuck it. Is that gonna be too much? It's not gonna be too much. That is, though. Okay. So we basically make this an SRM-6 brawler with a tag and a probe. So this is like a dedicated scout. I would like to put a Guardian ECM in here, but we don't have one. But if we can get our hands on one, then I'll absolutely put one in here. What do we think? Is this acceptable? Because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. SRM-6s can be useful, but, like, they're good for extra damage. They're not your main damage dealers. You get 10 ammo, or I'm sorry, 100 ammo per SRM bin. So here we've got a little less than 10 full volleys. Like, again, we're effectively trying to take a Panther, which is not a frontline mech, and turn it into a frontline mech. And we don't really have the equipment to do that, but we're trying to do it anyway. We could do an AC-2. The only reason I don't like the AC-2 is because... again, I would like it to have more close-range firepower than long-range. And yeah, again, ACs are very, very heavy. So we get a lot more damage out of the short-range missiles. I wouldn't say they're ass, Moro. AC-2s aren't bad. They're just... they're not as widely applicable. They're not as versatile as the other ACs. Like an AC 5 through 10 through 20, they are all good pretty much all the time. AC 2s are really only good in some very specific scenarios. Like again, if you get a rifleman or a Jaeger mech and you put a bunch of AC 2s in there, they can absolutely shred things. And if you get a pilot that has really high accuracy and start using called shots, you can just headshot mechs from across the map if they're really good. So AC2s can absolutely be effective, but they're not generalist weapons. They're very, very specific weapons. So, not really good for this. I wouldn't do that if we had them. Unfortunately, we do not. I think we go with this. It's not great, but it'll do. There is a part of me, though. Hold on just a second. I wonder, could we, instead of SRMs, maybe go LRMs and use the indirect fire to our advantage? Because if we're going to be up close to the enemy, we can use the indirect fire advantage of the LRMs to basically hide behind cover but still be attacking the enemy. Let's see. An LRM 5 is 2 tons, an SRM 6 is 3 tons. So technically, we would give ourselves a little more tonnage by doing that. What do we have? We do have some dumbfire ammo. We've also got some Artiv ammo, or some Artemis. I always say Artiv. We got fast cam. I mean, we got options. We got options. I just feel like if we're gonna use the Panther as a scout, keeping it out of line of sight is gonna be the best way to keep it safe. So let's see. If we do an LRM 10, so we had 3 and 3. So we do an LRM 5, another LRM 5. That's going to give us a 10-shot volley. But because we're saving tonnage on the ammo, or because we're saving tonnage on the weapon system, that gives us the ability to use different types of ammo. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is really weird. And this is why I enjoy BattleTech and screwing around in the mech lab. But, like, this is almost a puzzle, where the question is, how do we take a mech that's not meant to be a scout and not meant to be close range and make it that thing? Like, the Panther is mostly meant to be in the back, hiding, taking shots with long-range weaponry. The only reason I want to give it the LRM is because, again, we can hide from line of sight while still being able to attack. That's my thinking behind giving it LRMs. Yeah, the LRMs are low damage. I'm not sure. General Quarters, thank you for the 100 bits. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. He says, make lab heresy, let's go. I agree. And really, if I'm being honest, this is the thing that I don't like about this setup. It's not dumb enough. Like, I know what we're trying to do, and we're trying to do something that makes sense. But this isn't strapping AC-20 to a Panther stupid. And I think that's what, like, that's in the spirit, that's in keeping with what we do here. So, goddammit, let's go back to the ballistics. Let's revisit this. Let's see what we can do here. If I do an AC-10, How heavy is that? That's 12. If I instead do a medium rifle, that's only 5. If we do the heavy rifle, that's 8. Yeah, we don't have any MRMs, unfortunately. We could do mortars. We could do mortars. Is there a minimum range on these? There is. Okay, so that could be a problem. Let's see. Instead, AC5 maybe? Nah, we gotta do AC10. It's gotta be AC10, right? It's gotta be. Uh-oh. General quarters with the redeem. So now we gotta rename another one of our guys. I'm also still partial to the heavy rifle because even though it has more recoil, it's a cheaper alternative to the AC-10 and it has the same damage. Let's see. I think we also have... We do. We have the periphery fire control system, which will increase its accuracy. So we can do this. I don't know, chat. I'm conflicted. The mortar 4s, what is the weight on the mortar 4s? I don't think I've ever used a mortar, now that I think about it. Mortar 4 is only 4 tons. It's very low damage per round, though, which is odd. So, okay, hold on. Let me look at this, because I'm confused about what the difference is between rifle, revolver, and an ammo feed. So this weapon attachment is really just a second barrel and a rotation mechanism for rifle-class weapons. This attachment permits rifles to fire twice in a single attack, although it risks a moderately high GM chance due to the clumsy nature of the attachment. Okay, so it basically turns it into an ultra version of whatever AC it's the equivalent of. Yeah, budget rag. Let's see, if we stick that in there. We're still at only 22 tons. Heavy rifle. And it does have a minimum range, though. That's the unfortunate thing. And the rifle can reload, and we have ammo for it. I don't remember how much, though. Let me see. Heavy rifle, we got 2 bins, 6 ammunition, so that's 12 shots. So 12 shots on the main gun. And we still got plenty of tonnage to play with. So we go in. Let's do a 180, which is still an improvement over the engine that we typically use. And then we want to lower arm actuators, like always, just because. Put the hand actuator. And then we say... Yeah, we definitely want the probe. They should. I remember reading in the patch notes that rifle jams don't clear, but then apparently they do. I don't know if that was hotfixed or what. Damn it. Do we still have that light gauze? Or did we lose it? We do. We do. Light gauze. But that's 12. That's 12 tons. Why is this so hard, chat? It's hard making decisions. Alright, I think we go 180, no matter what we do. We don't have any AP gauze. The only gauze weapon we have is that light gauze. And again, it's super heavy. So let's just be dumb. Let's go mortar 4s. We got our engine core. How much mortar ammo do we actually have? Because mortars can actually be really useful with the different types of ammo that they have. So this box contains 40 ammunition, and we're firing, what, 4 per? So this is 4, 8, at 40 ammo, so that gives us 5 full volleys of guided ammo. Then we'll go 5 full volleys of regular ammo. You're gonna complain about heat sinks, which that's easy enough to fix. Yeah. And Bolo once again, with the generosity. Gifting a sub to Holy Mergens. Holy, welcome to the cult of bad decision making or bad tactical decisions. And again, Bolo, thank you for the generosity. You don't have to do that, but we appreciate it when you do. So maybe we just turn this into a big old mortar flinging machine. We've given it a big engine, so that means it can run around like crazy. So we'll be able to reposition and take the shots as needed. We'll put in the heat sinks that we need. And that still gives us 4 tons to play with. If we max the armor, that's going to max us out on tonnage. So then from there, we dump in the Pharaoh. That gives us 1.5 tons back. Then do we try to put in... Do we try to put in a missile launcher, or do we just stick with the mortars? Because we could just stick with the mortars and maybe stick a tag in there. Because we do have the 1 support slot. Yeah, we could go for the ECM too. I keep forgetting. Okay, let's just go ahead before I start doing anything for certain. Let me hit the store. Maybe they've got a Guardian ECM. Hopefully they do. AMS could also be good. Let's see. Equipment. I think it's under equipment, isn't it? Maybe not. I mean, this is all the equipment, and I'm not seeing a Guardian ECM. So, I mean, it's possible that they're just not selling them. Alright. Yeah, they have the regular XL engine. The only problem is it's expensive. It's 500k. And I don't want to spend 500k for something that we could potentially get for free, just in salvage. Small shield wouldn't be bad, but that's another 500k. Alright, so we don't have an ECM package. But we do have a probe. We got options. Alright, so again, last time I promised. So we got the 180 core. We need the heat sinks to get that where it's supposed to be. And we have to have symmetry. Those are the rules. I don't make the rules. Put in the lower arm actuators. Put in the hand actuator. We'll go weapon. And we're going to do the mortars. So we'll do 2 mortar 4s. Do the guided ammo, the regular ammo. We'll max the armor. Stick in the Pharaoh. And then that should give us just enough for the probe, right? No? A little too heavy? Alright. That's okay. We can drop just a little bit of armor. Oh, we'll drop it off the arm. What the hell am I thinking? There we go. So we could do AMS, but I was thinking tag. The reason that I'm going with a larger engine core is for maneuverability rather than running away or anything like that. It's mostly speed to keep up. Because a lot of our mechs and vehicles are very fast. We might have an AMS, but I don't think we have... we don't have an AMS. I thought we might have. But I think this is... It's not a great fit, but it's not a bad fit either. I mean, again, we're getting the benefit from the Beagle. Because it's high mobility, we can get in close. Or closer, so that we can do well. In terms of getting that... the ammos that we have, I'm using guided and regular mortars. So each of these provides 40 ammunition. And we're firing 8 ammunition on a full volley. So basically we got 5 shots, 5 shots. And theoretically, I could potentially, because we have more regular mortar ammo, so I could stick another ton of ammo in here and drop some armor somewhere. And then we could just be chucking mortars. Yeah, I would like some incendiary or bursts, but we don't have any currently. And I didn't see any in the shop. And again, as a scout platform, if we use this primarily as a scout platform, ideally, at some point we'll get ourselves another Guardian ECM, and once we do, then potentially we drop one of the mortars and stick an ECM in this thing. So again, the idea is to use it mostly as a scout platform. By giving it a mortar, we give it indirect fire. So we can shoot at the enemy with the mortars without actually having to have line of sight. That's the plan, anyway. And it may not work. Who knows? Let's see. We'll do 2 tons of regular ammo, and then let's see if we bring the armor down, because again, the objective is not to get into combat with this thing. So we can afford to lose a little bit of armor. There we go. So bring the armor down a bit. It's only 68k in 7 days. Yeah, we're just experimenting. I don't know if this is going to be an effective design. But it gives us something new to try. And again, this is all so that we can punish Ernst for his hubris and his insistence on DFAing from the 50th floor. Giving that mantis the people's elbow was 100% worth it. But there's a price to be paid.